I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Today, I want to address the crazy on both sides. Yeah, I keep hearing about Joe Biden, how it's not just Trump, man, it's both sides.
He seems to have some difficulty letting go of the game. Has he had a long history of mental illness?
Now, let's analyze that, because usually when there is a conflict, one side is good, moral, or right, and one side is bad, evil, or wrong, At the end of World War II, nobody said Nazis in the Allies, man. It's both sides, man. Sure, the Nazis committed genocide, killing 6 million Jews, but the Allies, they let France still exist, and nobody wants that. It's both sides. Oh man, bro, when that girl got date raped, okay, all right, he shouldn't have raped her, but, she was dressed in that, totally normal outfit. It's both sides, bro. Look, those cops that shot that guy in the back 7 times in front of his kids, yeah, well, if you look at that guy on the back of his shirt was aggressive. It's both sides, man. Jeffrey Dahmer, right? Okay. He shouldn't have ate those people, I get it. But those dudes went home with him to have gay sex, right? It's both sides. No, actually, it's not. Especially now in our government. I have a lot of Trumpers telling me, both sides. Dems are just as bad. Nope. As a matter of fact, longtime Republican and hardcore conservative Steve Schmidt said this week,
the Republican Party is an organized conspiracy for the purposes of maintaining power for self-interest and the self-interest of its donor class. There is no fidelity to the American idea and ideal. There is no fidelity to the ideas of classical liberalism or American democracy. In 2020, there's one side, and I'm proud to be on it, that says it's for everybody. For black people, for Latinos, for gay people, for every American, right? It belongs to all of us. That's not what the other side believes.
Now, the other side did come back with a response. Their response was, shut up, Steve, you snowflake, liberal socialist. You're a kale-eating rhino, man. Why don't you go have sex with Nancy Pelosi in a Tesla, psycho? Because the other side is thinkers. Now, Steve Schmidt is a lifelong Republican who worked and ran the campaign for John McCain during his last attempt at becoming president. This week, he joined the Democratic Party. It ain't both sides. As we've seen in the last 4 years, one side puts kids in cages, ran up the debt to make rich people richer, screwed porn stars, then used campaign donations to pay that porn star off. They also did nothing while 300,000 plus Americans died, and now refuses to help those Americans through a tragedy that side created. And the other side didn't. In fact, they passed stimulus in May. They begged for PPE and passed over 300 bills to help Americans, while the other side, Mitch McConnell specifically, let those bills sit on his desk unvoted on while people starved. There are two sides, but it ain't both sides. One side wants to protect the American public from a deadly virus and wants regulations to protect those people so more don't die from that virus. And the other side, elected by voters, wants to protect corporations. It's actually in the stimulus bill. That's what they're fighting about. They're trying to protect corporations from lawsuits brought by families of people who died because they were forced to work in deadly pandemic conditions without regulations. One side wants to protect Americans. One side wants to protect profits while people are getting evicted and waiting in food lines. So the next time you try to justify your racism, homophobia, xenophobia, look it up. I don't have time to explain what it means. Your hatred of immigrants or anyone not white, or when you want to kill people's health care, unemployment, Social Security, or are okay with putting them in cages, your both sides do it argument is a bald-faced bullshit lie to make you feel better about being a horrific human being without a soul. It's not both sides. Both sides aren't bad. Right now, it's your side. Period. Now you can apologize and we can move on together, fix America as a team, help each other, and go forward as one side. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. I'm like Martin Luther King, except almost clear. Hey everybody, Christopher Titus Podcast. With me are my co-hosts, my other sides. And by the way, we will give both sides of the issue. No, we won't. I was trying to blend it in.
Hold on, let me change my hat to the red one.
I had no, with me as always, the lovely Bombshell Ray.
Thank you. What's up, people?
And the Hylinder.
There can be only one.
I think I was the worst beginning I've ever done in the history of the podcast. And
you've done worse.
Oh, thank you. It's
You're
good to know.
welcome.
You guys have a kind of a yin and yang, both sides thing.
I think
Do
so.
tell.
I think it's...
Hold off. Carry on.
What? Oh, I think,
This
there's a nice balance of energies.
Okay.
And
How so?
I'm backing out of this conversation.
I wondered.
Yeah, I'm an asshole. She's a Dr. Seuss character.
That's
right.
what
It's
I
both
wanted to
sides.
hear.
Yeah,
That
I
was
knew
all.
that was coming.
Who was that? Somebody wrote in, we're really looking forward to seeing a show with Titus's anger and Ray's kindness. And we laughed. I laughed more than he did.
Yeah, because she knows she's not really kind. Deep
Oh
down.
my gosh.
Well, it's
I
not
am.
two extreme sides.
Yeah. This was bothering me, so I want to talk about what happened this week. As they keep talking about how polarized we are, and so what's happened now since Trump has lost. And by the way, people, Trump lost. Biden won. They actually just ran the electoral college vote. It's all been certified. They're still saying, no, on January 6th and January 20th, it could go crazy. I'm seeing stuff on Twitter. One guy was like, man, if these guys showed up and said, we got to do some patriot shit, get your stuff, would you? And I just put treason? Question mark?
But- so that's
No,
what's-
but would you?
That's what Steve Schmidt is saying, right?
Right.
He's saying that the second coup always follows the first, and he warns of a very dangerous
That's what he
hour
said.
ahead.
That's like the new stand back, stand by,
Yeah, but
militia.
You were right today when you said it worries you that he's not leaving for Christmas.
Yeah, he said he was. He was going to go to Mar-a-Lago, but now he's not.
Same
gonna
as
go for
Thanksgiving. He
Christmas.
was going to go, and then he didn't. And it's obvious. I'm not leaving, because if I leave, they're going to take it from me,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I'll clean my room on my own. I don't need mom to do it.
But
I don't want
what
mom
are
to find
you-
my porno mags, so I'm not leaving the White House.
What are you doing over Christmas in the White House if you're Trump?
If I will say this, if I knew I was out, I would stay there till the end. I would go, let's just spend the last Christmas here in the White
Right.
House.
Yes.
You know?
Squatting?
Well, he's still his job to the 20th, but he doesn't think that.
That's your job.
Like he's working. They actually
funny.
said, this is so funny how
Oh,
the news,
you.
the news is, since he's lost, the news has been like, well, the president, Jim Acosta, the president's schedule is quite thin today, as it has been since he lost the election.
Less TV and golf. Is that what that means?
Quite thin means that he's not doing literally anything. He's roaming. Today, cabinet people didn't show up. Jeez, this was on the news. He had a cabinet meeting, and half the cabinet was like,
All right, so less fuck ups. Okay, well, that's good.
It was no Justice Department, CIA, FBI. It was people like that didn't.
And he's
make
got
it
a
to the
big
meeting.
problem with respect, so them not showing up is going to drive him insane.
He kept the media
That's a
out
good
of
point.
that meeting today, which was also rare. He loves media attention, but they said he's really been hiding from them now.
Well, because the one thing that his father beat into his head his whole life was if you lose, there's nothing worse than losing.
I can't imagine he feels anything, but feels shame.
No.
Do you think?
No,
No.
embarrassment. It's humiliation.
Okay.
It's not shame. He's blaming everybody else. He's blaming the FBI.
Yeah.
He's blaming.
Narcissists don't feel shame. They
right.
feel.
He fired Bill Barr's fired.
I don't even know. Somebody sound in on this, but I don't even know that they feel embarrassment having dealt with one for a decade and a half.
Yep.
I would say that they feel more so wronged, right?
Yes,
yeah.
victim. Yes,
That's why he's
definitely.
fired.
And it's you doing your wrong that's trying
Yes.
to make me look bad, and that makes me angry.
Yeah, Bill
right?
Barr made him look bad. He got rid of Bill
It's
Barr.
not passive, right? I don't know, guys. Somebody that knows.
No, narcissism is not. No, it's they've never accepted. Man, I shouldn't have done that.
It's aggro, which is a word I'm not allowed to use at home anymore.
God, I hate that
I was told.
The
you know
word
why?
aggro?
Because it's agriculture.
only
Because I
used-
just feel it doesn't sound
No,
like
that's
aggressive.
agri.
No, it's
How do you spell
it's not like
agriculture?
aggro. Because on some
That's
of the
very angry
I'm just
farming.
saying, on some, grow, motherfuckers, grow.
How do you spell
I'm telling you.
agriculture?
No, I'm just saying. When you say aggro, I just think agriculture. I just say.
But it's not the same.
Because, by the way, there's a couple
letters.
in the Central Valley. There's a couple companies called Ag Grow, GROW, and I keep seeing
you just
it.
got bothered because I would call you. I was like, wow, you're really aggro. Stop being so aggro. Mostly just being snarky anyway, but he finally banned the use of the word or the
I can't say
word.
moist. Or panties.
Who would say those words anyway?
So
It's
both
not
sides.
normal.
It
So
is.
both sides are hard to say.
Again,
No, I'm right, and he's aggro because we're not at home. I can say it here. That was a low blow, by the way. 2 low blows. I owe you.
Oh, wow. All right. I have more words that I know that I can't say that will just make it even worse.
Do I have more words?
So let's do the both side things. I want to
Sure,
talk
I
about
do.
this. I want to talk about this. So this argument's been bugging me for 4 years. Both sides, man. It's both sides. Well, especially the more Trump lost, and you'd call people on the facts, they would go, "Oh yeah, man, but it's both sides."
Yeah.
And
I have noticed that.
but it's because the both sides argument lets you put your toe into I was wrong without admitting you were wrong.
Yeah,
No,
it's period. It's not admitting you're wrong.
that's
It's
it.
it's all we all have. We're all the same.
Yeah.
We all picked.
I didn't
bad
do anything
people.
weird. I didn't do anything bad.
Just say you're sorry and
we just get
help
together
us
and get it done.
rebuild it.
There you go.
assholes who put us through the last 4 years.
That's what I keep saying.
You guys, I have to. You got to post this link. Wendy Curtis, who is a very close friend of ours that
Awesome.
owns the clubs in Denver, got interviewed by a, I think it's an online newspaper there in Denver, and they quoted Wendy directly about this administration
Oh, awesome.
and
She's
about
going to get nailed, especially in Colorado. What would she say?
about Trump. They were talking to her about how COVID-19 is killing comedy. And, Wendy's going through it. Her business has been shut down again. And this is her opening.
I just want to point out New Zealand, 0 cases. Actually, New Zealand came out just to make us feel stupid. Hey, all right, we've got no more COVID. All right, America, how you doing?
This is her first line. I laughed and laughed. This is so Wendy, and I love it. But, Wendy, she
By the way, we love Wendy Curtis. She actually runs the clubs in Denver, Colorado. The Comedy Works
runs.
owns.
Yeah,
She and runs. She's the Jinx. She's the most. And just a great human being, incredible businesswoman, business person.
She was
period.
on the podcast.
She's a badass. She's
I
just
know her.
she
She's a
is
badass.
she is just a badass and a
But
good
Wendy
friend.
will say what she thinks, and I guess you think maybe sometimes people won't quote you directly. And she sent me an email, and she was like, "Holy shit, they quoted me."
Was it correct, or did they take it out of context?
She said,
Okay.
"It's the right thing to be closed right now." This is where she started. I get it, but I didn't do this. You didn't do this. That fucking idiot in office that I didn't vote for,
They printed that.
that I didn't vote for, didn't act, didn't lead. He lied to the American people.
Good, clean, perfect.
I
Armageddon
can't
updates by
control
Wendy.
the
Yeah, right, no
outcome-
shit.
Hold on. I can't control the outcome of the election, and I can't control what that motherfucking idiot says on
Even I
Twitter.
toned it down.
Yeah, it just goes on. But I laughed.
Oh,
last
I would
night.
love to
So,
see
It's
the-
gangster, Wendy.
Get total gangster Wendy, but the emails from the club. I'm never going to your club again, man.
Okay.
All right, then.
There's no club
By the way,
open.
you didn't get
thanks
it when
to
you were
your
here.
guy.
If you don't understand what has happened in the last 4 years, you didn't get it when you were here. So, and I'm going to point something else out. I was thinking of this driving over today. From day one, we've had 1,200, 1,300 days of crazy. The first day he got elected, first of all, we had that weird inaugural where he turned around and mean mugged his wife so bad that's been a meme for 4 years now, where she was like, "Holy shit." Then he shows up at the White House and he leaves her in the car. He runs up the stairs, leaves her ass in the car. If I had done that to you, I remember I said that first. I go, "Oh my God, had I done that to you, you'd have been like, nice job, asshole." I've never heard the end of it. Then the next day, he gets
I would have
spicy.
Lady Gaga all the way up the
Yeah.
stairs. Lady Gaga at the Met. My leg over my head. Leave me in the car next time, asshole.
One boob out. What? You getting this, Acosta? And then day one. So then the first day of we have Sean Spicer go out and say the inaugural is
Sean Spicer.
the biggest inaugural that was ever done in the history of inaugurals. There were more people here than were ever on the planet Earth. He had to go out and say that, and that's where we started.
I love seeing the two pictures next to each other.
Oh, it's so
Obama's
awesome.
and his.
We put that up last week. So that's where we started. And every day since then, there's been a new piece of crazy.
And he's still doing it like yesterday. He said the same brags.
I know,
that is
but
completely false.
What was he saying today?
Oh, Steve Schmidt? No, not Steve Schmidt.
McConnell.
Steve Miller said yesterday the only date listed in the Constitution is January 20th. So that's when we'll decide who's going to be in the next
You'll
administration.
decide? Man, this is. I hope all these motherfuckers go down for sedition and treason. I really hope. I hope some senator put out because no one would admit the thing. Oh, and then 126 senators signed on to the bill for Texas to sue. Texas sued Georgia. What? I'm sorry, what? Because they didn't like the results of how they voted?
Yeah, but coincidentally, that AG of Texas is under federal investigation, and it's very coincidente, as Rachel Maddow said, that suddenly he makes this big play to get Trump's attention. The next day, he's invited to the White House.
Right.
Interesting.
Well, they invited a
While
bunch
he's
of the
giving
AGs.
out pardons.
They had a bunch of the AGs. So...
He's about to Oprah with pardons,
But
too. What did they
you
say?
get a pardon. You get a pardon. You get a pardon. You get a
Look
pardon.
under your chair.
What's going to happen is though, what I don't understand is either he has something on everybody and they just have to do what he says, or they're sucked into some cult thing, because I don't quite get why 126 seated senators, House members, would actually sign on to a letter for Texas, Texas and Montana and a bunch of other states, Louisiana, to sue states that didn't vote the way they wanted. It's the dumbest lawsuit. And the Supreme Court was like, yeah, no.
And you don't think that that's just a party thing? They're just making themselves...
I've never seen it before. All I can think is that they're in deep shit because and they didn't think 2 years from now, when some of them are going to be up for re-election, when their opponent's going to go, didn't you sign on to be treasonous against America? Didn't you sign against the Constitution? Sign on to a letter. We have it right here. They're gonna get the shit beat out of them, especially if Biden does what him and Obama did and turn this around. If this gets turned around in 2 years, COVID will be over, economy will be moving again, unless something horrible happens, and then these guys are going to be, and all their opponent has to do is go, do you remember a couple years ago when these guys signed on to the dictator that was going to try to take us down, that wouldn't accept the election?
I'm pretty sure 2 years from now, that's when the locusts are going to arrive.
Yeah.
The way things are going. Isn't that next?
I thought locusts, yes. Well, no, locusts are this year, then rivers of blood. I don't know. Frogs.
They're in
Frogs?
India right now.
Oh, they are for legit locusts.
Yeah,
This
this
has happened before, though.
Locusts?
Yeah.
Since before Jesus?
Yes, it happened. Yes, you can
There
look
was
at that.
another time?
Yes,
That's climate
Okay.
change.
they make it to the ocean, and locusts can't swim. So
No, they actually were blocking out the sun in India and over parts of the Middle East, and the problem is that they eat. Why are you guys looking at me like
that's
you've
a little.
never heard
By the way,
this
that's a
before?
little Ten Commandments.
They eat crops, and that's the problem. Is that then they cause famine. You guys know?
but this
You're
has
not ready to
happened
deal
over
with
and
this.
over.
You both look uncomfortable.
We get getting pasty white.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. I'm going to Costco.
You keep looking at me like you're waiting for me to make a joke, but I'm
going to
not.
avoid famine.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. I'll pull up a news story for you. Carry on.
All right. Rivers of blood. What else? Firstborn child has to go down. That means Don Jr. is done. But Ivanka
Floods.
will still be here. Floods. Floods.
The raining frogs, don't the frogs come down? But
Yeah.
that's...
How do frogs get up that high? I always wonder what, because if every biblical story is true in some way, did a tornado come in, whip through a swamp or something, pick a bunch of frogs up,
Yes.
and then rain it? And they were like, it's raining frogs. So
Even back then, they were trying to get rid of Florida. And they're trying to sweep it up. And the only thing that went up were frogs.
And Jesus said unto it, Lord, please burn down Florida. Even then.
Nip this in the bud, Lord.
I know where this will go. Satan lives here.
All right.
I wonder if John Voight, by the way, is getting ready to fight Satan right now because of Biden won. Remember the John Voight video?
I didn't watch it. I've stopped.
Oh, we're
watching
going to put it
things.
up right now.
So this is what this guy's.
We're going to put. By the way, we're going to put the John Voight video up right now.
My friends of all colors, races, and religions, this is now our greatest fight since the Civil War. The battle of righteousness versus Satan. Yes, Satan.
See, so now he was going to fight. He's going to fight
various
Satan.
places.
That's just...
They
you can do that in post.
are
That's not real.
okay. All right.
Right.
Well, let me just. I know you look really uncomfortable.
locusts-
Okay, so I just pulled up locusts
Right.
now.
Okay, locusts
and
are- yes,
I just want
I
you
get
to
it.
see. Here's pictures, and the top thing is India is witnessing its worst locust invasion in decades. The swarms, which originate in the Horn of Africa, have devoured crops. On Saturday, Delhi Environment Minister asked district authorities in the south and west to remain on high alert.
Man, 2020 just don't stop.
I wasn't kidding.
2020 is like this year's been insane. I don't even know what to.
They're using drones and fire trucks.
No, that's how they're delivering.
They're using
COVID
drones
vaccine.
to fight locusts.
And fire trucks, yes. Worst invasion.
Fire trucks, just spraying water.
Sure, you just said they can't swim.
They can't swim, man. They can't
Not
swim.
that you knew
I'm
that,
not
but
being
you're
racist about
probably
locusts
right.
either. I'm just saying they can't swim.
Gosh.
They can fly over the ocean, but then they hit the water and then bloop, done. So what were the plague? What were the plagues? It was locusts, firstborn child dead, rivers of blood,
White bearded men.
No, that's Santa Claus. No, you're thinking of Christmas. That's North Pole.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Why would Santa Claus
elves.
be a plague anyway of Christmas?
I don't know. He said it.
Wouldn't it?
He had a rough childhood. I'm just telling you.
It
Christmas
just came out. That wasn't even.
Yeah, he was like, white bearded men show up and take toys. They give toys. Not in my house.
We watched Elf last night, and that
Did a puzzle.
scene yeah, we did. Actually, we just cried a lot because we did the whole Christmas puzzle without the wooden borders around each picture, so the whole thing is done. It's 1,000 pieces. All the little
All spaced
pictures are
apart.
done. There's empty
It was easy.
spaces in
Okay,
between.
so because look, I don't like detail stuff, but she has got on this puzzle kick. We're doing puzzles. People, I know.
No, listen, you guys. If
there's a
you
puzzle- let
when
me-
I was, but you have to explain. I'm not on a puzzle kick.
You are on a puzzle kick.
When I was growing up, my family sometimes, as a family, would do
I don't know what
puzzles.
that means.
Okay, as a family, you don't. Know
I
what
did
that
it with
means?
mine, but it was a big giant block, and I had to put it in a square hole, and then there's a round thing.
No,
with it, and I did
It was a
you-
car. It was just a pile of
it
parts.
was
And
a
you sat
puzzle.
there repeatedly
I did that too.
banging the square on
Yeah,
the
exactly.
round one.
Oh, it's going in. It's going in.
That's so you as a toddler for hours, bang, 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 and then it did go in.
Yeah, finally
Mine was
Anyway,
all belts and
Show
beer
it to my dad.
cans.
Wham. Done here.
Belts and beer cans was his.
Yeah, there you go.
My mom thought that it, developed our brains. Whatever. I get you guys. Never mind. But so my stepfather was here, and he likes doing puzzles of all kinds. And so I got Christmas puzzles. We did them, and he kept saying, "I'm not a puzzle person. I'm not going to do." I was like, "Okay, you're not a puzzle person. Who says that?" But okay. So
People who aren't puzzle people.
I got another one after Randy left. We were out doing something and I saw one, so I got it, and he was like, "I'm not a puzzle person," and he sat down, and that night he stayed up late. I went to bed and he was still sitting in front
Okay,
of the
this
puzzle
okay. All right, let's
And
wait.
now you're a
wait.
puzzle person.
No, I get now.
with his spatula.
Your Honor, I would actually like to present my side. I would like to. I would.
smart, though.
I would like to. I knew every dude would go. We find the puzzle spatula. They're like, "No, that's brilliant."
Second.
I said I don't do puzzles. I don't like it. I don't like the intricacy of it. I don't like the detail of it. I like to just. I'm let's move something big. So she goes, "Wow, you don't want to do puzzles with me?" Now this is my wife.
I did not say that.
You did. You said some things about how,
did not.
God, you should come. It's Christmas. You should come do puzzle with me. Come on.
That is so not how
That
that
is
went
true.
down.
You are lying.
Anybody watching this
She pulled.
is well aware that I'm not a. Oh, you're not gonna.
Well,
do
I
a
didn't say it like
puzzle
that.
with
You're like,
me.
you don't want to do puzzle with me? Come on, just do it. It'll be fun.
No, I just started doing it in front of you.
That's not true.
It was.
No, you actually. So
And
if I don't,
then
I am
he's
not
trying to
taking.
be tough.
Listen, I'm not
Then
taking. No,
he
let
put
me
on
finish.
White Christmas.
Your Honor, I was trying to make my case, and she can totally rebut. But right now, I'm saying my case, Your
hostile.
Honor.
You're a hostile witness.
Your Honor, Your Honor, the plaintiff will not shut up. Thank you. So I know that if I don't do the puzzle, my life is going to. There's going to be a tinge.
No.
A tinge of. Yeah, so, Your Honor, I continue. I'm still talking.
But he's lying.
No.
This is perjury.
I want you to be happy, and I don't want to deal with.
I am happy.
I don't
My
wanna
happiness does not rest on
hey,
a
babe, you want?
puzzle.
Hey, babe, you want to go to the drag race with me? Nope. You want to do a puzzle with me? Nope. Then that's how that goes.
Never been that person.
You're like,
either.
fine, I'm
This
going
is-
to grill this
Such
thing
a
then.
liar.
Your case is falling
Such
apart.
a liar. Your
I-
Honor, she doesn't even get to say. The opposing attorney doesn't get to say my case is
Your
falling apart.
case is filled with
So
holes,
I'll say this. So what I did was
just like your puzzle.
So she got this puzzle, and she didn't start me out on it. Like again, block goes into square hole. She started me on this puzzle that has 40 different pictures of Christmas stuff, ornaments, teddy bears, candy canes, and it's all in little boxes, like a wall thing, like it's in wood.
Like a quilt or
Basically,
something?
all of the background is the same on 1,000 pieces.
Right. But so what I did, I started making pictures of stuff. Okay, here's an ornament. Here's this. I started building again.
We're thinking cutting them with scissors.
No. I did a couple times. I was like, that's close. Can
Tape
we get
it
a hammer?
together.
That's close. So, and then when I tried to move it onto the puzzle, and I was like, oh, it all just fell apart. So I said, how am I going to move this? And because I didn't want to, because we were hanging over each other on the puzzle, and I got this puzzle spatula.
It's actually just an egg spatula, but now it's
the puzzle.
Well, yes.
So now I was like, picture of ornament.
Beautiful.
Ornament up.
To be fair, in my rebuttal, I didn't care if he did it with me or not.
Liar.
I liked that you were hanging out with me, assuming that he would most likely be on Twitter, which, if we're really telling the whole truth, you were most of the time on Twitter. And then, like last night, and you were tweeting Chachi for hours, and then you would put in one piece. That's fine with me. If he's hanging out,
okay,
I'm
that's
fine
true.
with
Last
that.
night was weird. I don't like, I'm an aggressive person, and I
Aggro.
don't. I'm an agricultural person, and you know it's weird. Okay, so I don't know if anybody cares. Should we tell this what happened?
No, I don't
right.
think you should.
All right.
But I did come into the bedroom this morning and tell him that he's part of the problem.
She did.
And
That's
he
not the first time I've heard that. Not the first time I've heard that.
People having no tolerance for one another and tearing each other down. And, you know, it's like I told him, if you're arguing with someone on Twitter and you're comparing money, if you're basing their value in money or fame or how their wife looks, you've already lost the battle.
So that's not what happened, though. So what happened was...
Nope, you've already said you're not going to tell the story.
I just want to say that because I need to get this out because a lot of people didn't follow the beginning of it. So the beginning of it was Scott Baio had tweeted out basically that someone had said, "Oh yeah, right, Biden won," and it was a screenshot of Trump's Twitter. And it said, and Biden's Twitter, and it said Trump 68 million followers, Biden 22 million. And then Scott Baio put this emoji. He put like that's it. And I was like, maybe it's because people right now are trying to work their butts off to make money to survive, and they don't have the time to sit home and tweet. But there's a lot of jobless morons that do have time to tweet all day, like you and me, Scott. And so he wrote back, here's the response, shut the fuck up, shithead, something like that. But shithead was the last word. Now, if you know me, and I was just saying, you know, we're both actors, I don't like Scott Baio, but we're both actors. I wasn't saying you're crazy. I was just saying maybe it's because they don't have time because they're trying to survive a pandemic, bro. And once shithead dropped.
Well, I would like to say,
I was like,
may I submit this evidence? Because he said Scott Baio started it. And then he started tracing it back to tell me the story. And really, we got back to the first tweet, which was from him to Scott Baio.
But I wasn't.
Because his whole defense was he started it. That's what he went with.
I still argue like I'm in 6th grade. I'm still in 4th grade talking to the principal.
He started it. I said, is that what you're standing on? He goes, yeah. So actually, you tweeted him first, but you called him Chachi. And then I said to you...
I didn't call him Chachi in the first tweet.
You so did. You read it to me. And this is a job that someone did 40 years ago.
But he said,
he's a man now. It's obviously meant to belittle him. People use it to make fun of him. He's done a lot of things since then.
No, he hasn't, actually.
Okay, both of you...
He was in charge.
I loved him in charge.
He was in charge for a while there.
I loved him in charge.
Yes. And Joni loved him.
Mm-hmm.
She did. I don't know. That's you're going too far back. But I'm just saying that then it's just like, and then our house, an article about our house is being tweeted and people are tagging me in it. And I'm like,
No.
What?
So I know what he tweeted back to me. He tweeted back to me, I don't need to work, shithead. He goes, I don't need to work, shithead. That's what I was saying. I know you don't. I'm a comedian, and I was saying that we have time to follow this stuff because I wasn't trying to be a dick.
Right.
But once you called me shithead, okay, well then the next thing was...
You're always a little bit with him trying to be a dick.
Now I am. Call me shithead. You drop a bomb, I'm going to be like, all right.
On Twitter in general, with people that are, and this is what I mean, with people that are still standing as Republicans,
Nope, not people that are standing as Republicans. I have no problem with Republicans.
Being aggro right now. Hostile witness.
Stop saying aggro.
No, you can't take it away from me here too.
I don't like it. Oh man.
Oh, this is an aggro-free zone. Aggro,
but if you say aggro, I just want you to know it makes me moist. So
somehow that actually was worse for you than me. So
in my panties.
Still, you're self-owning, so I'm okay with those. Why are you wearing pants?
So what happened was, it ended up going, and here's the thing, when someone comes at me aggressive, I try to go the other way and not be, I'm aggressive, but I'm not mean or dirty. He said, you're ugly, shithead. That was the next tweet. I didn't see it till this morning, though. He called me ugly, and I was like, that really?
That's what I mean. To argue back with someone that is obviously of such limited intellect, it's such a waste of time. Like, you're fighting out of your weight class.
That's not even it.
The only thing that I thought that you did say to him, and the only reason I saw this is because I wake up to being looped into these stupid tweets about my house, which, by the way, that was staging furniture. That was before we bought the house.
So the pictures that are online,
people are commenting on the furniture.
Because he sent back how much money I didn't make, and I was like, oh, the internet's always true, and it was a number that was crazy, and I said, oh, please send this to my ex-wife and her attorney, because the number was so bad. I was like,
whomever is posting, like you can look up somee's net worth,
and
I don't know where they get that from, but whomever is doing that hates
I made $11 in the last 4 years.
His is very,
those are ridiculous. That's like a combination of
considerably under, which is great for us.
You're right. Yeah, but you can't. Here's
still
the thing.
Being in court.
Just file your taxes based on that.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm saying.
Right there.
Your Honor, can I please get my child support and my alimony
www.
cut to this website?
What's way funnier
can we see your taxes? No, this website
right
says
is that my wealth in a blog is like millions.
Same one.
But
she's deep
nothing.
7 figures. It's weird. Like what?
Hey,
someone likes you.
I know.
Yeah,
that's because I'm nicer. I almost said the word. I'm nicer.
I'm very
people.
nice. I'm very supportive. I'm very pro everything.
Anyway.
So me and Chachi went at it.
So but look, I mean, this guy came out and said false flag about Newtown. I mean, those are the things that you can go after. But mentioning his mother, who is not alive.
I didn't mention his mother.
It's not your smoothest move.
Wait, I didn't know that though. See, I didn't know that.
That's what I mean.
Here's what happened was he said that he tweeted that stupid site, right? That stupid site where it said I made $11. And I said, oh man, thank God the internet's always right. Mm-hmm. And then I tweeted out the story of that house we just bought on a golf course. They put pictures up before they sold it. It's not our house. It's actually before it was sold.
No, it is our house.
It is our house now. We live there, but I mean, it's not. And it's on our golf course. And then he wrote back.
It's not our golf course.
And then he wrote back. He goes, "Wow, Titus has a tiny house." So I looked up his, and he had just sold his mom's house for $3.1 million. And I go, "Yeah, because I didn't get to sell my mommy's house." That's what I wrote back. So by the way, I hear it now as I'm going back and forth. I hear the 4-year-old in both of us. I hear it. I didn't get to sell. I didn't have my house is small because I didn't have my mommy's house to buy a new one. And then he was like, my mom's dead 4 years ago. And I wrote, well, I owe you a card. Condolences. so
someone said, well, Titus's mom is a murderer. Yeah. To which you replied.
Oh, so they put the thing about mom's a murderer, killed a guy. And I just put so I tried to look.
This is fun.
I use every device I can.
This is what I'm saying. Tell me you was doing the puzzle the whole time.
I said my mother.
It's a different type of puzzle.
My mother was mentally ill, and she had married her third husband, who beat her brutally on Thanksgiving because the turkey was put on the table 5 minutes late
and broke her orbital bone.
Broke one of her, crushed her orbital bone, and so she went upstairs, got his gun, came down, and killed him. Years later, she killed herself because she really could never find peace. But this is funny. But I go, good job responding.
But let me be clear about the timeline. This is while Rachel is happily watching Elf and doing a Christmas puzzle.
Where's the other shit?
So I get when you say that.
This is how we do Christmas puzzles in the Titus household.
Look, man,
so when he tries to make you think that I force him to sit down and do a puzzle.
The last person I want to go, but he kept doing like meaner and meaner stuff, and it all had to be done in value, how much money. So I'll keep going. I'll match you.
Yeah, but,
boom, 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 boom,
yeah,
boom.
but that's part of the problem.
I agree with you, but at one point, so yes.
Every argument you've given is he did it first.
No. Let's say it's Steve Schmidt. Like say Steve Schmidt or somebody who, or someone who has earned that respect, not someone who actually who badmouthed the Newtown kids and said their parents were crisis actors. Then after Heather Heyer was killed, he said that her mother was a crisis actor and put up one of the parents from Newtown and like they were the same people. And his wife told one of the Newtown parents. His wife tweeted out one of them, "Hey, your kid's in a better place. Be happy about that."
Oh my God.
And I'm like, okay, so if it's someone who's not an raging asshole, like if me and Billy Baldwin are going at it, it's funny because Billy Baldwin's, he's funny and he's smart and he doesn't have a hit. By the way, he has no assault allegations, rape allegations. Scott Baio does.
Married to China Phillips.
Yeah, right. But Scott Baio does, and it's like, so
he does.
Yes, look it up.
No. I know that he was accused during Me Too because that's part of his Twitter bio.
It's in his bio?
Dude, that's what I said. On his Twitter header, it says that stuff that she was said, well, it never happened.
Falsely accused.
What? That's what I said. What? I was like, what's going on? So I'm not, look, I don't know Scott Baio. I'm just saying, I've seen him be a dick repeatedly. When someone's that bad of a person and you're going to bully me, okay, you can bully.
I agree with that.
You can bully the parents from Sandy Hook. Fine, they may take it. They may take the high road. And Michelle Obama, I apologize. When they go low, I put on some weapons, grab a shovel, and go lower. So that's all I'm saying. I don't want to.
I do a puzzle. For Christmas.
she's like, I found the Santa Claus. And I'm like, hold on, babe. Yeah, let me talk about your mom now. So. So anyway, I just want you to know that even today I deleted a couple of them because I just thought, oh, that's not who I am really. But I did get amped up last night at one point. But it was fun. It was kind of fun. So
listen, here's who my dad is. You guys all know, retired Marine officer, Vietnam veteran, Purple Heart, recuperated in a hospital ship and then volunteered to go back to Vietnam.
Right.
And they wouldn't let him.
After
he
they
wasn't
shot his ass down.
well enough. Yeah.
Is he a Trump Twitter follower?
No.
My dad is the one that says the Google. My dad ordered something for me for Christmas from Bradford Exchange, that company that we all see, on commercials with,
online, yeah.
Everything has a plaque on it.
Yeah. Everything's a collectible.
And my dad told me he wasn't sure when it would be here because he had mailed a check. He had ordered it online. How cute is he?
That's cute.
He called me
super cute
4 days ago and he said, well, I said, what's going on, Dad? And he said, I need you to tell me how to get on Twitter. And I went, what?
Oh. That's one of those, when you hear from a relative like that, it's one of those, you shouldn't get on Twitter.
Well, that's what I said, because with him and Grandma both, who's calling me right now, I feel like I need to manage them a little bit, protections, child protections. And I said, I need you to tell me why you want to go on Twitter. And he said, well, everybody's on it. And I got things to say.
Oh, awesome.
So I said,
Scott Baio.
Awesome.
First thing I said was, number one, please don't follow Christopher. And he said, why? And what is follow? And I was like, just don't go to his page because I want you to still like him. Anyone in my family that reads his Twitter feed is going to think he's out of his mind. I mean, if you read it back to back to back, it's nuts.
Well, you know me, but if you don't know me, I guess it would be.
It's not even you in real life. If I read that Twitter feed, I would never, ever, I would be afraid to be alone with you in a room. And I'm glad that I love you first and then had to see that.
That is not true.
Yeah, it's scary.
No, every fourth tweet is like, oh man, I hope you guys are okay. I hope you're pulling through COVID. Okay. I talk to people all the time. People get it.
Can I pull out your Twitter feed right now and do it?
Sure.
Just a segment?
Sure.
Anyway, my dad asked me in this conversation to check and see if the handle Midnight Cowboy was taken. My 78-year-old father.
That's awesome. I'm sure it is.
It was. I had to look it up, but I told him he could choose like numbers
number.
after
He could do a Russian bot. Midnight Cowboy.
9342. You know,
or a different time of day.
his birthday, because he was born in 42.
You could also change it. In Midsummer's Night Cowboy,
Right.
which is smart.
10 a.m. cowboy. He could be
yeah.
Why does he
brunch
need to
cowboy.
be a cowboy at all? Because then he told me that that's a male prostitute movie.
The movie was about a male prostitute.
Which, when I asked my dad if he knew that, he just laughed. So whatever has happened, if anybody's looking out for my dad on Twitter, whatever has happened now, he told me yesterday. I don't think I told
He's
you
going to get
this.
a lot of friendly followers.
He's got to
that are
call.
male.
He's got to call Twitter now, which pretty sure you can't call Twitter. I don't think is that a thing?
So I got to call Twitter. You can't. I don't
Because
think you can.
he now can't get into the account that he created. And I said, why don't you just reset the password? Oh, you can do that? Well, I'll have to sit down tonight and look at that.
He'll never follow me because it'll take months for him to get to me.
He's going to call Twitter. He's going to find the customer service. You know their phone never rings because everyone just goes and emails them, whatever. But
Why
the
you
one
just-
call is going to
Just
be
talk
my
him through
dad.
it. Talk him through it. That's really fun.
I don't want him to be on
Well,
Twitter.
Midnight Cowboy. Midnight Cookie Cowboy.
All right, sir. We're going to pull up your account.
Yeah,
What can we help you with?
Because they jump right on. They Google and all those companies jump right on the phone when you need them.
That's what I'm saying. They're all digital, so they're expecting.
They also-
He's
Ma-
going to call them. though.
Imagine the bill.
From his
Pardon me, sir.
landline.
We're getting another call from Mr. Bayo. We'll be right with you. Mr. Bayo, yes.
Yes, Mr. Titus.
Titus is yelling at
me. No, Bale was yelling at me. He was mean. He was
But
mean.
point being, I did not want him to get on Twitter with him. I did not want him to see that. By the way, this episode brought to you by Harry's. Speaking of my dad, this is one of my dad's favorite products. Just made a stocking for my stepdad that's filled with these products. Oh, yeah.
Before I came to the show.
Squeak.
Yep, squeak. Super.
I got in my stepdad's stocking, he got the face wash, the body wash, the shave gel, the razor blades, because he loves all
We
of
got
it.
we have the new razor blades, and the new razor blades are. I mean, it was always good. This is amazing. Like, I mean, it's there. You know, it's always there's always a little extra when you're done. There's nothing. It's just perfect.
He might shave his
I
butt.
used to shave. Oh. How did you know that? I tweeted it out.
Yeah, it's the pictures.
That really tipped us off.
How do you know I shaved my butt? Pictures.
Your email block. This is the best deal. You guys got to do it now. It's before Christmas. This comes around. We wait for this one to come around. They have the new holiday set, killer box, red striped. That now instead of one blade, you get 3 blades and the handle and the cover and the shave gel stuff. It comes in a box that you don't have to. It's already wrapped.
Guys, I'm telling you. Well, I mean, it's COVID, but order a couple of them because you always have them around when someone comes over and you go, "Oh, I got you this."
Just send them to people. Everyone thinks that you spent
Yes.
tons of money on it.
Yeah, it does look like you. It's one of those gifts that you get it and you're like, "Well, this looks pretty cool." And you open up, it's all kind of done like Apple. It's all the way it's all set up. Like, oh,
Yeah, it feels like a real nice.
it does
real
look
nice
like
gift.
someone got you a chic razor in a plastic bubble wrap package.
It looks like it's from the Bradford Exchange.
Yes.
It does.
With like
If
a
you-
very
Every razor
presented-
is numbered.
Bless his heart. This holiday season, that was very Southern. Bless his heart. New customers, this was the deal I was talking about that I love, can get $5 off your order plus free shipping on any Harry's limited edition holiday shave set when you go to harrys.com/Titus. That's the handsome holiday box we were talking about. Don't wait because shipping cutoffs in this week. So act now, do it now. $5 off plus free shipping. harrys.com/Titus.
Face today. That's
I
your
actually
dad's.
did get a couple of these things.
That was your dad's saying.
My dad was the one that tried it,
razors,
loved
face
it,
the day.
called me very proud of himself and said, "Face the day."
These guys need to face the day.
That's what he wants their slogan to be.
They didn't take it. They have not listened to us in 2 years, but whatever.
They do listen to us. They're just
They
not
listen, they
taking
just not
ad
taking-
copy from Ken Bradley in Lafayette, Georgia. Like, what do you
That's
want?
their demo. That's their demo. You will.
I should call him and ask him. If
Both
he's
sides.
on Twitter.
So what are other things? Both sides. People keep saying both sides. So when it comes to the economy, Democrats have always done better. If you track through history, the economy has grown more. It's made more money, and wages have gone up every single time. So that's not both sides. That's one side. When it comes to wars, Bush got us into Iraq. and Afghanistan, even though it was 19 Saudis or 14 Saudis that attacked 9/11. When you want to go to Reagan, it got us into Honduras and stuff, and the Iran-Contra deal. And I just think that like it's not both sides. They don't do the same thing.
Yeah.
One side seems to be, especially as of late, more for the people of America, and the other side seems to be for Walmart and Exxon. And I don't have a problem with Walmart, but Exxon and meat companies and people want to pollute. They cut regulations so the air gets worse and the water gets worse. I do have to say, when it comes to getting stuff done, I think maybe you could say both sides. When it comes to getting the water in Flint cleaned up, but the reality is it's not. One side seems to work for America, the other side works for people that want to hurt Americans.
And we could clearly look at this. I'm sure there's charts that we could pull up that show the facts. How many Republican administrations have voted for deregulating?
Yeah, it's all deregulating. It's air cleaner. California, the only reason California kicks ass now. When I was a kid, it was smog all the time. So California, which is pretty democratic liberal state, we passed all these regulations that so many others that
the
became
states,
the standard.
all the other states follow it
that
because
became
it's
the standard,
yes.
and now LA you can breathe here now.
Yeah.
So most
some of us
days.
can.
With fires. Yeah, I'm not saying we're not burning down every year.
Right.
I'm just saying pollution.
It's better.
Wise. Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you know what helps you breathe more easily? Is if you get hot sauce into your sinuses.
It does make it cleans it up.
It really does, right?
You know what even better though? If you can get a hot sauce, hot sauce is hot sauce.
Okay.
Somebody needs to come up with like a gourmet hot sauce with maybe, I don't know, some sort of ingredients in it that would take it to the next level.
Yeah.
Oh, what about truffles?
That sounds amazing. And I have to tell you, people, my favorite product of 2020, Truff hot sauce. Oh my God.
Do you know the only thing that annoys me about this is he now put everything I cook, he coats it in Truff.
No, yeah.
Or puts it, if it's a soup, he revamps it.
The bar's been raised for eating now.
It has.
Every time, like last night he came home and whatever I made, it doesn't matter. It took a long time.
Scallop soup, her amazing scallop soup. It's killer.
It's chowder. And he said, did you put Truff in it? That's the first thing he said.
I saw him put it on a protein bar here at the
Okay, that's not true.
He eats it on
but I thought,
everything.
you know what I did? I went, let me see which one. The cookies and cream or the brownie? Which one?
He's already gone
both.
through a whole bottle. He loves this stuff.
I've had friends that had hot sauce companies and they were good and we had their stuff and it was good. I have never in my life, people, I'm not kidding about this stuff. I have never in my life had a hot sauce that didn't just taste good and hot, by the way, but it changes everything I've put it on. When I put it on those tacos we got from Mercado, oh my God, it just everything I've put it on, it took it up a level to where, if I got this at a restaurant, I'd be like, well, this is amazing. What is this? And it's in my house.
Do you know what would be awesome is if you tossed wings in it, hot wings, because they would be truffle.
We talked about that last night.
Did we?
We could just do we could do a whole chicken, bake a whole chicken and cover it in it. We could mix it up with some stuff to make it. But it's amazing. It's amazing. And
let's just show this. So this is
this is how it comes.
That's pretty awesome.
This is the white truffle.
Is that the new
one.
iPhone? Oh.
Right, exactly. That's what I said. When I said, I'm like, what the hell is that?
It's a Truff branded phone.
This is the white truffle one. They have black truffle, and then they've got the hotter hot sauce, which he just tried for the first time.
It's pretty hot.
It's hot. It's good. So don't ever let anyone say that we don't give bonuses here at Combustion.
This is your bonus.
We do give you Christmas bonuses.
This is from Tiffany's.
Oh, there's more in there too.
Oh,
or not.
dude.
There's a bonus.
Is there a check
There's a real
in there?
bonus in there. Yeah, there is. I didn't take the check out. Let's check it out.
Is it in there? Because it didn't fall out.
That's awesome.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
But show them show them what the bottle looks like.
Look at this.
So but this is crazy.
this. I just got an award.
It's like I would like to go to hot sauce Tiffany's, please.
I would like to thank my father. I love you, Jesus, and mommy.
Fuck Trump.
Yeah, dude, it's so
don't eat
good.
meat.
That's awesome. I'm gonna let's.
Oh yeah.
Are you wait before you open this part? Are you this happy with just that?
No.
Well, I think this gets a lot more of these.
Oh,
So
okay.
maybe
There you go. That's
Because I was like,
it's in there. Your
if he's just this happy over hot sauce, maybe we shouldn't have.
But you should. It's stunningly good. I mean, people. I don't like. We look everything we use on the show. I'm telling you that when this stuff showed up, we got it first. We always try it out. We make them send it to us. I tried it out. I was like, it whipped my head around. I was like, You ever eat something so good where it stops you and you look at it like it's magic?
Yeah.
That's how good it was.
He loves it.
It's
So
good.
that's the white truffle, and that's my favorite. They have the original black truffle, and then they've got the hotter
Black
hot
truffle's
sauce.
a little bit deeper flavor, a little deeper flavor, and then the hot sauce.
Oprah's favorite things for 2 years in a row now. So they're not. People know about it. We saw it at Whole Foods
me and
too.
Oprah. That's why they advertised with us. They were like, let me see. We've already got Oprah, the multi-billionaire. Who could we possibly get that would take Truff to the next level?
Mm-hmm.
The guy that made $11.
Yeah. Let's go look at his net
His
worth.
wife is rich though.
His wife's banging out the money.
So guys, this is a great gift. I got this for everybody and put it in their stockings or their gift boxes that I'm mailing out.
And it's a gift that keeps giving, though. It really is.
10% off site-wide when you use promo code Titus at truff.com. It's the biggest hot sauce on Instagram and TikTok too. So the kids are enjoying it. 10% off everything, including the White Truff VIP box, the variety pack. The variety pack is like this kind of box, but it's flat black with gold around it, and you get all three.
And if you get it before Christmas, you can use the box to wrap stuff.
Shop at truff.com.
Something.
TRUFF as in fantastic.com and use promo code Titus. You get 10%
Good
off
stuff.
site-wide.
I could fit socks in here.
That's yours.
What else
Right. You could put
in
you
here?
could wrap the you tape some stuff on the box and you put the box.
But I'm saying, like, if you went to someone's house and you just put red ribbon around that and gave it as like a house gift,
For you had good
not
dinner,
that we
Christmas
can
dinner.
go anywhere right
Right,
now,
cool.
but what a killer nice gift.
Yeah, that's really nice.
But also, it's almost like you're like a hot sauce shark, like a pool shark. You show up with this box.
Hey.
They're like, hey man, we're gonna have dinner. Hold on.
you bring your own case. It's got like a secret code in it.
Like, you do a whole bit, like a magic trick with it.
You know, it was great. They just sent us some things, and they sent us a box. It's a long box, and they're this big, and it's the little black truffle ones, so you can have on the road. I thought you could put it's small enough. You could put that in your suitcase for someday when we're able to travel again.
Okay, so we've done a 50-minute Truff ad at this point, but it's only because we don't get paid anymore for it. I just want everybody to know that it's no lie, great stuff.
It is great stuff.
Okay.
That's awesome. Thank you.
So what else?
Next year, you're just getting hot sauce based on that reaction.
How do you think people are going to actually deal with this once Biden's president and things work out? Because already there's this weird thing where Trump says crazy shit and it's getting quieter, way quieter, and then Biden comes on and gives a 10-minute speech about who he's bringing in and their qualifications at Harvard and how many.
Buttigieg just got transportation.
And what's happening is I said this the other day. I go, every time I hear Biden's speech, I just realize I don't need to listen to it, and I started listening to music again.
Right.
I've had politics on for 4 years straight, and I started listening to music again in the shop when I'm working on the car at night.
You did?
Yeah.
I think over the next, not just with the Biden, this new administration, which is awesome, but we need to shut Trump down and make sure he cannot run again. We cannot have another Trump.
No. Just let it. He says he's going to run in 2024. Okay. Kayleigh McEnany went on Fox yesterday and said 2024 is wide open for him because he's the leader of this movement. And I thought, okay.
Yeah.
Just go away. Sure, we'll see you in 2024.
Yeah. You know, when the circus leaves town, no one pines for the circus.
No.
They just don't. No one goes, man, the circus, bro. Man, I can't wait till the circus is back. No one does that.
How long until the quarter pounders come knocking? I mean, how long?
And the taco bowls.
How long? It's soon,
Start plugging
right?
out that. Yeah. And the Adderall finally burns
And
a
the
hole in his
cocaine.
brain. Right.
And yes,
Right.
how long?
It's not even that. I think, I've seen it. If you've lived any time on the planet, you see that people get distracted very quickly. And what'll happen is you want to distract people very quickly, turn the economy around, stop COVID, and get people back to a normal life. When that happens, which is going to happen, they'll be like, and in fact, after they live 4 years with it, And if Biden, you got to remember, people go, Biden's been around. He knows everybody, and he's done it all. He's seen what works and what doesn't. Now, I'm not saying maybe he's not the best politician, but he obviously gets the job done in some respect. Obama brought him in, and Obama
He's been in the White House for 8 years already.
Yeah.
What's the big crisis?
But more than anything, can we stop glossing over the fact that we have our first female vice president?
Yeah, and she's a badass too. Yeah.
I mean, it's someone that I said on this podcast, I think 4 years ago, I just want to follow her. And you said, like, how help her out with her campaign? And I said, no. Just follow her. like
she's the Grateful Dead.
But it's just me.
Yeah.
So first woman. This guy's really trying to steal our shine about this, but
she is. He always brings it up. And Mitch McConnell, here's when you know shit's going sideways for Mitch McConnell, because Mitch McConnell came in up yesterday and he was like to acknowledge President-elect and the first female vice president, colleague of ours. I'm like, what does Mitch McConnell know? Whenever Mitch McConnell flips that hard, you go, what happened that Mitch McConnell's know that is coming? Something's coming. He's a perfect Star Wars villain. He's always those guys throughout every Shakespeare play throughout history that are behind the scenes, and as they see the tide turn, they just start swimming with the new tide, and that's what McConnell did yesterday.
Luke,
in response,
both sides are the same.
Luke, it is both sides.
Come over to both sides. They're equal.
That would be funny. Let it go, become part of both sides. What?
I don't know what.
I know. You've never seen Godfather or Star Wars. It's the freakiest thing in the world.
Don't have to yell.
See?
Why do you have to bring this up to people?
Because everybody responds the same way. How do you not know from the pantheon of great movies on either end of the spectrum, Star Wars and Godfather?
Are you yawning?
Oh my God. By the way, she can name every Hallmark Christmas movie ever made in order.
No.
Yeah, just put
my favorite
bunch
movies.
Of holiday words.
What's your favorite
together.
movie?
Because I don't
put a bunch of holiday
love
words. You can name
movies,
any Christmas holiday. Yeah.
But my all-time favorite movie would be probably, it's hard to say number one, but I would say Seven would be one of those.
Good Christmas movie.
Fight Club.
What's in the box?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I think it's truff. I got you some shoes. They're the right size. Here's a receipt. That'd have been funny. Here's a receipt. You can take it back.
Fight Club. What else?
Okay, but here's the thing.
Bridesmaids, I could watch that over.
So
and over.
Godfather changed the way movies were made. It has this weird combination of a foot in the old school of like Lawrence of Arabia and
Rear Window. I like Rear Window.
But okay, so Godfather's not like that, but it's like cinematically amazing, story amazing, character amazing, actors amazing, and then the second one's better. Like the second one with De Niro,
I thought that was
better.
Which one's the crappy one?
Third one.
3, yeah.
3 is not. It's not crappy. It's crappy. It's not good.
And then Godfather 4 was with Rambo or something.
Yeah,
like
Rambo.
That.
Rambo and Dolph Lundgren become Italian guys. I don't know
this
what
real?
Yeah, the guns
Are you guys
were
making this
bigger.
up?
Godfather 4. It's no Godfather 4.
You never made that movie Rambo Last Blood where he
I started it, but then COVID happened, I think.
Yeah, COVID
I think something happened.
Started it.
I did.
He did.
It was an epic.
We had real stuff to do at one point, but it's coming. Trust me.
When we're back on the road and actually making money, then we can let him just do stupid projects
Speaking of making money and being on the road, guys, it's not going to happen. So here's the good news and the bad news. Great news. Vaccine is working. It's getting put into first responders right now, nurses, doctors, and people that have to deal with the public all the time. Then it's going to go to nursing homes. Then it's going to slowly start to trickle down to people that are healthy and younger than 65. So right now cases are 250,000 a day. We are having today, as we left the house, it was 1 or 2 o'clock to come out here because I'm always on time for work. I stay here late though. I stay here late, man.
He really does.
So we had 2,600 people dead as of 2 o'clock today. This is Wednesday when we're shooting this. So it's going to keep going, guys. There is no curve. We are still doing this. It's still going straight up. So we have decided we're not going to be doing, we always do a show on the road somewhere, a big theater show or something. This year, we're going to be showing here at the Combustion Lounge. You guys can come watch it from your own house. But do me a favor. It's been so long since we had a night out. Dress up. Because we're going to Zoom some people. We have some VIP tickets. Do you have any VIP tickets left? No. All right. You people that are on VIP, Dress up. I want suits. I want dresses. Let's see how pretty you can look. We may even have a competition of some sort. And at home, I want you to get some champagne and drink and have a party at your house. For $20, it's me, Ray, Andrew Rivers, a great friend of ours.
Have a party. Have a party with yourself and the people that already in your
the
house.
people that you were quarantined in your bubble. Who's in your bubble?
You. You're in my box all the time.
When you say it, my brain, I'm off track. So go to ChristopherTitus.com or Eventbrite.com and get tickets.
Titus and Bradley.
Titus and Bradley. We're doing I didn't tell them the show.
.com.
So we have actually written a whole new show that's for us that her and I are doing. We've done it a couple times. We've done a version of it a couple times. Yes, it's a team. It's a duo. And I hear there's some famous people from the past showing up.
Yes. Mm-hmm. There's some famous people from the present.
Yes.
Who need to finish their videos.
That is true.
Our friends are lazy.
It's going to be a great show, though, guys. So do me a favor. Go to ChristopherTitus.com. Get tickets. It's $20 for your whole family, and you'll have a great New Year's. I promise.
And apparently, there might be a song.
Oh, I'm playing guitar on this.
Oh, yes, I've heard it.
It's not good. No, I know. Okay, I know it's not good because it was good. He would have got up and came in and heard me play. Instead, he was like, I came in and he had his headphones on. I'm just doing. I gotta. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, yeah. It was like that. It's like the kid who's practicing his clarinet in the other room, and Dad goes out in the back to smoke.
Oh, you need anything at the store, Titus?
I'm going to the mailbox. I'm delivering orders.
How do you play clarinet?
You hate delivering orders. No, I don't. Slam.
How do you get ready to play clarinet?
Huh?
You got the overbite.
You used to do your straight.
Yeah, you do.
I used to play. That was good. That was good. You'd have to suck on the reed to get it.
Yeah, it was such a gross.
So and now I think about that, and I do remember now it getting blue-green stuff on it. Well, it was mildewing.
Yes.
Mold. Yes,
because
mold.
I would get it so wet, so I'd be like. Before banned again, I never thought about that. Nobody told us that.
And your immune system's phenomenal right now.
You just had all that penicillin.
Yeah.
Your immune system's cranking.
By the way, this episode also brought to you today.
Another one?
By ButcherBox.
Oh,
ButcherBox.com. Great time to talk about this right before the holidays for the party that you're going to throw for yourself to watch us do the show.
Yeah, cook a killer,
Eve.
have a great meal for New Year's
Have
Eve
dinner.
and then watch the show. Right. And we're doing the show. It'll be 9:00 East Coast time, so you'll be.
Gotta add 3.
Well, yeah, it'll go on 9:00 East Coast time.
Oh.
7. We're gonna do 7 here.
Yeah.
So 7 Pacific time, so 10:00. It'll go 10:00. We'll be done by New Year's, and you can celebrate the New Year's.
10 p.m. East Coast time.
And then you can get undressed and let your balls drop.
I already have.
She's 4. She's 4. She laughed first, realized it was horrible. She was on camera and had to be disgusted with it.
So make your dinner earlier, have dinner, and then watch us. Also, that show is going to remain available for 48 hours in case you can't see the live show. So you can still buy the ticket.
ButcherBox.
ButcherBox. This is what I'm talking about. Make the dinner that day or for Christmas dinner. Every month you can get this selection of high quality meat in a box, comes to your home. All meat is free, very important, of antibiotics and added hormones. You have no idea how important that is.
It's not just meat that shows up. It's grass fed. There's no hormones, no additives, nothing. And again,
no added hormones.
No. Can I say how much I love
say what it actually says.
Antibiotics.
Free of antibiotics and added hormones. Each box is 9 to 11 pounds of meat, which is like 24 individual meals, packed fresh, shipped frozen, vacuum sealed. After going through what I went through with my mom and really dealing with a lot of the research about things in the environment and toxins and how it affects our health and things like that, it is so important that meat does not have antibiotics and things like that, added hormones. It's like you can go look at it's really gross. But anyway.
But ButcherBox doesn't have any of that.
No, they don't. And you can customize your box or just click on one of theirs. 100% grass-fed and finished beef, free-range organic chicken, heritage pork, wild-caught Alaskan salmon, and sugar nitrate-free bacon.
I love the chicken and the salmon.
It is the way meat should be, really. It was before man got so involved. It's the most affordable and easy way. It comes to your door. That way, right before Christmas, you don't have to go anywhere. So order it, then you'll have all your stuff delivered you can cook Christmas dinner. Bacon for Life is back. He wants that
I
T-shirt.
still want to see
ButcherBox.
bacon for life.
Right now, new members can get Bacon for Life when you sign up. Just go to butcherbox.com/Titus. That's one package of free bacon in every box for the entire life of your subscription, which is crazy, by going to butcherbox.com/Titus. It doesn't have that weird flavor. That's
what I like about the chicken. The chicken, there is sometimes you'll have, you ever order like a piece of meat and it'll have like a chemical thing to it. Like
yes.
It's like metallic or something.
Why does this quite taste like it was done by Whammo? Is Whammo doing chicken now? Because that's kind of what it is.
Yes.
And it's a weird undertaste. And every time we've cooked with the ButcherBox, it's been awesome.
Yeah.
Whammo, that's a great callback. By Whammo. Remember that?
Yeah, roasted chicken by Whammo.
No. What is it?
Flies in with like a pinwheel thing.
Yeah,
By Whammo.
Whammo, they made toys and frisbees.
A lot of plastic and metal toys.
Yeah.
With like lead paint.
You know, I love
feel
when
like.
you ask questions like that. It always makes a joke so much better. It always really just kind of peaks it. So The Godfather. And Star Wars. How do you not know Star Wars?
I know that.
Yeah, because it's an iconic thing. It's been basically.
When I was little, I
There's
saw
a reason for that.
the 3 that no one likes in theaters, right? Aren't those the 3 that no?
No,
there's
the
3 in the
prequels.
middle.
three in the middle.
What are the? Let's not say
it hurts
prequels. This
that
is
you're
what
just-
annoys me.
Okay.
They were the first
A lot
3.
of things annoy you, by the way.
This would make Ryan crazy. They were the first 3. So why do we now have to call them? Dennis has to call them prequels.
By the way, here's why they're called prequels. Prequels basically, the first movies came out, they were the middle 3. So basically, those beginning 3 came out after the second 3. So that would be pre these movies.
Okay.
So instead of sequel, somebody came up with I like the term, prequel instead of sequel.
Okay. At the time that I watched them in theaters, they weren't pre anything. They were they were the sequel.
Yes, but things have changed.
But I haven't seen any other ones after that, so that's where I
So
still
it doesn't
am.
exist to you, is what you're saying. So
in the
yeah,
story's
if I don't see it, it
timeline-
doesn't exist.
So what you're saying is, but this is my question: when they put those 3 out,
Right?
did they know that they were pulling from the middle of a story, or did they
No.
know that they were going to make ones that would happen before that?
No,
after?
No, George Lucas had. First of all, when Star Wars came out,
Yes or no, please, Mr. Titus.
no, they didn't know. He didn't know. He didn't know.
I
He
He
didn't
didn't
know.
know he was going to make a second
Second
one.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
Arrest. That's all I have to say.
But in the crawl. And
Oh no, we're happy to talk about this.
Yeah.
And they,
It did say episode 4
So
in the beginning
see,
crawl.
of the second 3. It does say
So
episode
wait.
4.
When I first
Well, at
watched
the
those
beginning it would say
movies in
4,
the
yeah.
theater,
Right.
back then,
said episode 4, yes,
it did. That's what I was asking.
yes.
But didn't you say the first 3 that came out in the 70s?
Right.
Yes.
70s and then 80 and 83.
Wow.
Were those planned to have ones before it and after it? Is that what you're saying?
Because you said
From
it
a
said,
writing side, no. So according to
why
George
did
Lucas,
it say
no.
episode 4?
Just to like make it like it had a backstory.
Oh, so it was just a kitschy little thing that he was doing,
Yeah.
and then later someone was like, well, hold on.
Hey, there is a
we could
story
make more
here.
money by saying, oh, we'll do the first 3. But I had tuned out by that point. So do I have to follow these rules?
Turns out we didn't need to see the first 3. Turns out
Oh,
we
man.
would have been fine going 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Right.
Wait.
It was better that they were just a backstory.
Okay, but
Yeah,
wait,
right, 'cause
didn't you
it's
need
better in my
to
mind.
know that he was
Wasn't
his
it?
father? If you didn't see those,
Except
then
for the
you
pod
wouldn't
racing
know
stuff.
that he almost was with his sister and that he was his father. You needed those, right? I feel like
It
I'm
explains
very
it. Well, no, episode 4 pretty much explains you by the
Yeah.
by the middle 3 you get,
You got it.
all that backstory.
Yeah.
And to go back and do it is kind of like
So those first 3 that I saw,
or
Yeah.
4, 5, and 6.
That's why you don't like Star Wars, because those are the first 3. Those are the ones you
Not
saw.
only do you not like Star Wars, we can't explain Star
are
Wars.
they, you can't.
You're not even
We're
wrapping
talking
your mind around
45
Star-
years of
Yeah.
cinematic.
Okay. All right. Okay. I did see like 3 minutes of the most recent one, right? With you. It was the end of it. And Benny Barbarino was on an airplane wing and there was a flood coming. But he was really Han Solo's son.
You're talking to
The John
so you're
Travolta
talking
kid?
about, okay, so that's Rise of Skywalker.
He's really-
Rise
He's
of
really
Skywalker.
Harrison Ford's son.
Yes.
But didn't he kill him?
Yes.
See what I mean? This is just, you guys clear your RAM.
I will say this.
Free your mind.
The Last Jedi. Is The Last Jedi?
Rise of Skywalker.
No,
is
the
the
one
last
before
one.
that.
The Last Jedi, yeah.
Yeah, the last one was before that one. That one's great. That's a great movie. I love that movie. And Hamill's amazing in it. I watched the last two thinking my family's not this fucked up. I remember thinking when he kills Harrison Ford on the bridge, I'm like, me and my dad.
Basically married with children with funny costumes.
No, that's not it. Oh, and by the way, they still found a way. They weren't as racist as the first three, but there was when they go to that island thing and that lady shows up. Who's the with the big head and the goggles?
I like her.
She's awesome.
Oh, she's like a little. She runs the bar.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
They still stepped in a little bit of racism here and there.
A little bit.
There was a little tingy of racism.
A little unaware.
Didn't you like? And I love that they made the girl like the hero. It's good. They actually brought it into a
Maz Kanata. That's the name of the character.
Wow.
There you go.
Maz Kanata.
Maz Kanata.
Character Maz Kanata. Well, dude, you win today. You are Dennis. And now the Dennis Prize goes to.
So the ones that I saw are the ones that like diehard Star Wars people now
Loathe is the
Really?
word. Loathe.
Why?
4, 5, and 6? No, we like 4, 5, and 6.
No, he said loathe.
No,
we
4,
love-
5, and 6 we love. Those
we
are the
love-
originals.
yeah, those are-
original trilogy.
We love 1, 2,
That's
we
what
love
I'm
it.
talking
1, 2, and
about.
3 blows.
The
1,
one
2, and
that
3
I
rips.
saw in theaters, those are the ones you like.
1, 2, and 3, they actually had one of the characters.
You're talking about the prequels, right?
I don't
in
know
the 90s.
if I am.
So you saw the ones that
No,
came
they
out
came
in
out in
the
the
90s.
80s. No, the 90s. They came out in the 90s.
the ones
Prequels
I
came
would
in
have seen in the 80s.
Did they come in the 90s?
They came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
The ones
Yes.
I would have seen in the 80s.
Those are the original
Yes, those are the
ones.
original
Man, this is-
trilogy.
What
I
are
have
you
never-
calling those?
Original.
The original. So
Which ones do
trilogy.
you? So those are not okay. Those are the ones that
4,
you
5,
hate.
and 6 are
No.
the original 3.
Okay,
Jesus.
well,
Everyone
that's
loves
what I'm
those.
asking.
Do you know there's people in their cars right now banging their heads against the steering wheel? They're literally driving, listening to us, just banging
What
their
Jedi's
they're
on first?
Jesus Christ! Especially if you're a Star Wars fan, this is hurting you. This is like me playing clarinet to a musician. You
like
are-
some
you are-
Charlie Parker.
Yeah, exactly. It's okay. So listen, 4, 5, and 6. Those were the ones that came out. It was.
I don't like the way you explain.
Star Wars: The Last Hope, and then it was
New Hope.
The New Hope. Sorry. Oh God.
And Dennis laughs. You're dumb too.
I am dumb.
Mandalorian's great. You should watch
this.
this. If you go Disney Plus.
Don't even
Mandalorian's
bring
great.
it, man. Don't even do
Is there
anything.
another one?
It's a series on Disney
Didn't we
Plus.
see Rogue One? We went and saw Rogue One, and then you had the Han Solo movie.
You went and saw
The Han
something
Solo
with
movie was
Jet
good. Yeah.
that I didn't have
I like
to
the
see.
I like the Han Solo movie. Thought it was good.
I did not see that.
It's pretty good. I think I've watched it a couple times
Was
on
Harrison Ford in that?
TV. No. It was.
It was a prequel.
You know what? I'm gonna start banging my head against. I'm gonna go over to my car in the parking lot and bang my head on the
So there
steering
were 3 that came out
Jesus
after
Christ.
the 3 that I saw
Yes.
that people hate.
Are you talking about chronological or narrative? Like chronological in
Chronologically.
terms of Earth
No.
humans?
Yes.
Okay, not in the galaxy far, far away in time.
Because that's how I would refer to
Yes.
things.
Yes, there was 3 more that came out after the original 4,
And those are the ones in the middle that people hated.
Right,
Yeah.
only because of Jar Jar Binks, number 1. I think
Uh-huh.
Jar Jar Binks was the first. I remember sitting in that movie. We saw it. I took my sister and her husband.
Those were Natalie Portman, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And very overdone, very, very,
CGI, terrible CGI,
Oh, yeah, but-
dumb scenes.
but also so racist.
Did you hate
Yeah.
them at the time or?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I heckled them in the movies.
Oh, okay.
During the movie, like, oh no.
During and,
Okay.
and someone, I think Patton also done it.
And they still made 3?
They made money.
It's a billion. Everyone saw it. So they made 2 more. But they did, and they kept trying to fix it as
Yes.
they went on. After that first one, they were like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, so they
And then
did get better,
then
but
they
still.
got better. The second one, and then the third one was, And then they got Liam Neeson, and they got
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor was
and
in it.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel Jackson, who someone said, black comics have said he had the purple lightsaber. Why you got to give the black guy grape drink? That was really funny.
That's funny.
So if you look at, but we found out later Samuel Jackson picked the color of his lightsaber.
Right, he did himself.
Yeah. The funny thing about Jar Jar Binks, babe, you got to pull up a thing of Jar Jar Binks. It is the most racist character. He's this Rasta alien who talk like this, and he's it's
and
so
there's
bad.
another character, Watto, who's like a little merchant guy who's like
How
a
about
little
the
bug.
like who thought doing a Star Wars movie about the trade wars was going to be like they have two
That's
Asian-
exciting.
They have 2 guys
the way-
who are the most evil Asian guys from every movie from the 30s. They're like, oh yeah, the council is going to do this. It's going to be bad. And you're like, I'm in the theater going, Guys, is anyone else? I'm offended.
Did you hear that accent?
Yeah,
That's
so
are you
bad.
hearing that voice?
It's so bad. Everybody's fine. Patton Oswalt, I think, is if Patton Oswalt was here right now, he would just be shredding this movie. He's done bits about it.
Really?
He did a 9-minute rant on. I think he was on Parks and Recreation one time, and he did a 9-minute rant about it, and it hit the internet. Yeah,
So it's a thing.
it's a thing. It's not. Yeah, the first one specifically.
I was right to stay away.
Jar Jar Binks needs to be CGI'd out and replaced with a decent character. That's how bad Jar Jar
Dennis
Binks
should have
was.
said that. I heard it in Dennis's voice.
Brian Posehn was in the first episode of The Mandalorian.
Yes, he was for a second.
Yeah,
He
and then
was?
he
Did
yeah.
he come
I'm
back?
gonna spoil it.
Or did he get killed?
No, he
Didn't
got
come
killed.
back. Yeah.
Well, you just spoiled it.
Well.
So
You know, weird part is that Brian Posehn looked
I don't
like
want to spoil it.
Brian
but-
Posehn looked like he belonged in it too. I was like, that's Brian Posehn, and then it was over. And I was like, what just happened?
Yeah.
It was that quick.
Just so we don't leave anybody hanging, those 7 plagues in the Bible were water turned to blood, frogs, lice, gnats,
Lice.
diseased livestock, boils,
But why the
hail,
lice happened after they opened up kindergartens?
hail, locusts, darkness for 3 days,
Hail,
and
boils.
killing of firstborn sons.
See, you can
And that's
see.
Groucho snoring.
You could see. By the way, and everybody else who listened to our Star Wars rant thing, just listening. So how do we explain these plagues without them knowing science like we know it? 3 days. What could it be? A solar eclipse? A really long solar. I guess it wouldn't last that long.
But isn't that how they were trying to explain science to people who didn't understand science? It's like a plague. It's
Yeah,
like,
right.
Oh, God is gonna. This is climate
So
change.
a really heavy like overcast and then an eclipse at the same time for 3 days. Also, people brag. So maybe it was an eclipse for 8 minutes, and then people were
The
like,
story got
people were
bigger.
chatting,
Right, it just
"Bro,
kept going."
like 3 days.
Yeah.
like it was like 3 days. Like, no, hey, dude, we were not. Shut up. It's a better story. And thou we came upon the 3 days of darkness. Yeah, you won't believe it, bro.
Or it was just 3 days of darkness. Either way. This episode also brought to you by Liquid IV.
Oh, I could use some right now.
I actually had one right before I came here, the strawberry, because and I hate when people say they're obsessed with things, but I'm obsessed with strawberry Liquid IV.
Watermelon.
Watermelon is his
I will fight you.
favorite.
I would go into the arena and fight you if it was strawberry or watermelon. If they were going to kill one flavor, I would fight you over keeping watermelon.
Strawberry's the one.
Nope.
Take their energy multiplier first,
Yes.
and then go into battle.
Do you know what's
Yeah,
crazy?
exactly.
Right.
Nice call with the energy multiplier.
I woke up 2 days ago with just a brutal headache. I'm having allergy. Are you still having allergy stuff?
Yes.
Whatever is in the air here, I don't know, but it's been miserable. And
body.
my stomach was upset, my head was pounding, and I thought, you know what? I felt hungover and I wasn't. I should drink a Liquid IV, and I did. And in about 10, it was not even 10 minutes, I felt better.
Yeah.
Everything, I had a sinus headache, everything felt better. It was crazy. We actually had a lady write in, and I just wanted to share this
Yes.
without sharing names or anything.
Again,
like
guys,
that.
just so you know, we don't ask for these. These just come in sometimes because the products we do whore on our show are actually amazing products. Go ahead.
She said, I don't normally share about advertisers, but I had to for Liquid IV. She was thinking about the bullet points that we talked about in the ads, and she thought she needs to share how much it helped her son. Her son was born with... He's had medical issues since he was 5. He's now 19. He has sacral agenesis. His spine didn't form properly. Due to where the spine stops, L5, it affects bowel and bladder most significantly. And he has to self-catheterize every day, multiple times a day. She said, and flushes to have movement. She said it's a lot. I mean, he deals with a lot.
Got it.
And so he resists doing them for many reasons. He's a teenager and it's hard, that's a lot for a kid. And he wouldn't drink enough, and because then he wouldn't have to eliminate. Anyway, she convinced him to try Liquid IV. She said doctors have tried everything and it hasn't worked. She didn't even tell the doctors about it. Her son didn't think it was going to make a big difference. She said, we've had lots of trial and error in the last 14 years, mostly error, but he has now noticed a change. The cath is easier. The flush is more productive. I have lost count of how many meds his doctors tried over the year. Nothing worked. He hated taking all of them. And now he's very good about drinking a Liquid IV every day. And we're now subscribers. So I know that it will show up each month without me having to go buy it to bring it home.
And no
Isn't that
copay.
crazy? Yeah, exactly.
No copay or insurance.
No side effects. You're actually just more hydrated. It's a great product.
But also during the holiday season, you drink a little more. And I will say this, it replaces all that stuff the next morning.
Well,
I have experience with this.
I am going to tell the truth about, as it pertains to Liquid IV. Last Friday night, I see one person, and it's my friend Shauna.
Who's awesome.
And Shauna also doesn't see anyone because her husband, Tony, has Ramsay Hunt syndrome.
Vestibular, yeah. He's got, yes.
And so they really are isolated, and we're isolated. And so she and I had a slumber party.
And I went upstairs and just left because these girls made cookies.
Oh, boy.
They're drinking in the kitchen because I'm up working on this song.
They're in high school again.
I'm rehearsing I'm literally rehearsing
way
for the show.
younger than that.
And they made
we made gingerbread cookies.
If the gingerbread man was Ron Jeremy, she made, and now two giggly girls come up. I'm in them working on this thing, and she just go there like, hee, and they put sprinkles, chocolate sprinkles.
We made it was icing
on the balls,
of course.
So this giant gingerbread penis cookie had sprinkles for balls.
Okay,
the icing shooting out of the.
No, it was ball hair.
No, so what happened was
no. You made penis cookies, gingerbread penis cookies, and you used chocolate sprinkles for ball hair.
So they
there
were
you go.
out
Is that what the puzzle's coming together to form?
They
giant
were
penis.
out of the gingerbread cutter outer. And so I got a dog bone and a dog paw. And on one of the dog bones was how it started. You know, it's got the knuckles of the bone and it
And the
folded
shaft.
over on
it
one
looks like
side.
right.
And
It's like if a penis had balls on each side.
Yes.
So then we thought that was genius. So we made him one. What was funny was then she made one for Tony. That's only 2 cookies.
Which one was bigger?
We made 3 batches of different types of cookies. Those are the only ones we decorated were those 2 cookies. And she sent Tony a picture and said, thinking of you making Christmas cookies. Instead of calling her back, he calls him upstairs.
What the hell's going on? And I'm like, dude, I'm practicing.
What kind of party's going on over there?
I've got 2 4-year-olds down in the kitchen while I'm up I'm up watching TV, working on the song, and my God.
So we drank an entire bottle of tequila, and the next day I was fine.
You said you did 2 good IVs, by the way.
No, every drink that I had.
Oh, you've chased it with it.
That's what I did. I took sparkling water, tequila, some liquid IV, depending on the flavor. So strawberry margarita.
This may lose us the ad.
And sparkling water.
This is not part of our branding.
She made an IV Marita.
The next day, after
Sorry,
we were
Margarita.
shocked at how much we had consumed, I ate a healthy breakfast with arugula. I wasn't craving bad food, and then went and worked out. I was fine.
It does replace the stuff that your body gets depleted when you drink, so it's great for the holiday season. It's the best stuff. We have, how many packets do we have in our house? We have so much.
So I don't know if I know Liquid IV. This is not what you recommend.
Nope.
But I will tell
This is
you
not
that I
sanctioned by
am
the company.
making my own recipes, and they were awesome.
Apple pie. We got to do a
Hot toddy
we gotta
with
try
the apple pie.
Hot toddy.
Anyway,
We're going to totally corrupt this company. At one point, they're just going to be like, yeah, we've just started selling alcohol now.
it has a optimal ratio of glucose, sodium, potassium, and it delivers water and nutrients into your bloodstream. So it helps keep you balanced faster. Yeah, and then just plain water.
So whatever you do, it fixes you nonetheless.
You could
Whatever.
ask her. Like, I wake up in the morning. Well, we'll drink the night before, and I'll wake up in the morning. I'm fine. I'm just like, what's going on? She's like, how are you up? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Again, it's my superpower. It's a bad superpower. It's not a good
So Liquid IV. Liquid IV is available nationwide at Walmart in the beverage section, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com. Use code Titus at checkout. 25% off anything on the site. They've got a sleep packet. They've got the energy packet. They've got all kinds of stuff.
We only have 7
I
more
love
ads.
the orange one. The orange one is the one with immunity. So tangerine. It's tangerine flavored.
If you have somebody, I just thought of this. This is really not a bad gift for like a heavy drinker in your family.
Or also my sister.
Yeah.
My sister.
But also subvertive.
You bring it to a holiday party too. Well, we're not going to because of COVID, unless you live in New Zealand, and God bless you guys.
I did that. The last girls trip that I went on, I took a whole bag of liquid IV, and we take it to the beach house. My sister has, she gets ocular migraines, and just remember I had one that night, and you took me to the hospital because we thought I was dying. She said just randomly, she thought one time when it started just to drink one of these, and it stopped. It went away. Pretty crazy. So a lot of your issues they have to do with dehydration. 25% off anything you order. Promo code Titus at liquidiv.com. Get better hydration today.
It was a 45-minute ad. That was.
I know. Well, I had to tell the story of my.
Well, we also in the middle of the ad we did a penis ginger
IV
ginger
Aritas
penis story too.
What are we gonna call him? IV Aritas? Liquid Aritas? Liquid IV Aritas.
Arita, get in here. I don't know.
Straw. I don't know.
What do you think is going to happen in the next 6 months? Because we're not going to get the vaccine, guys.
It's the next 30 days I'm worried about.
Me too. But I mean, let's say, okay, let's accept, because what helped me yesterday was McConnell going, hey guys, no, they're saying they take a vote against the president, against Biden on the 6th or the 20th, and McConnell said don't. He said don't. Because basically what these idiots don't realize, if they vote to overturn the vote, we can overturn your vote too. You guys all got in the Senate. We're going to turn your vote over too. Dicks, you idiots. I don't understand. These people bitched and moaned and whined and called everybody snowflakes and mocked us. Fuck your feelings. And now the second their dude lost, they're like, oh my gosh, it's fake. It's fake. It's crazy to me.
I'm not in it. It's Christmas time. I just check in. The way I check in is he comes home at night and he's like, "Did you hear what happened today?" And I just steel myself.
I sound that dumb too. You don't believe it. You don't believe it. And then I actually pick my butt and I pick my nose a little bit and I go, and he goes, and I go, "What's all man?" I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Climb up the side of the building. Trump no man.
Clang, clang, clang.
Yeah. I get a cup.
And then you tweet Scott Baio.
I wish that didn't happen, honestly.
And yeah.
But it was fun when it happened.
I will tell you that of all the people on the planet to get picky bunnies, I did. Of course I did. I get picky dogs. These bunnies are rejecting my spring mix now. So I assumed...
Wait. I don't know this. So she has adopted bunnies.
They know.
Bunnies that live off our backyard. She started giving them food. They were eating the food like crazy. And then they're kind of like, you know what? We've had this every night now. What else you got?
Out of the blue, they've rejected. So I thought they were dead. I thought that the coyotes had eaten them because spring mix is not being touched now.
They've multiplied, though. There's like a little family, right?
There are at least 3 that I know of.
What's it called? A flock of
maybe
fluffies
they
or something?
died. A murder of bunnies. So
The murder bunnies.
I thought, you know what? I'm just going to test this out because I went outside the other night and there was one in the side planter and I was like, are you the only one left? Okay. So I left. I ordered romaine lettuce, organic romaine lettuce. And I put that down there and it was gone.
This is my life.
They actually want variety. Of course, I would get asshole bunnies. And then today,
No, you create asshole bunnies.
they took the water bowl and somebody just went poof, and knocked it. It's upside down like 5 feet away. So
You have annoying Whole Foods bunnies.
Yeah, just liberal,
little Prius
kale
driving.
eating.
Yeah.
I can eat that. Bunnies.
it's alkaline water too. I don't know what they're complaining about.
But she doesn't get that between the dogs and the bunnies and whatever. She creates this. Her sister's doing the same thing. They create these finicky
My
little
sister
animals.
sent me. I got to show you guys. You should put this at the end. A clip
because she's like the food shows up. I got to get up, feed the bunnies. 5:15. They have to have their food out there. Dogs have to eat at 6 o'clock. Chaplin, our own dog, he actually at 5:15. He's like, hey. She's like,
everyone
you have to
that has dogs that actually feeds their dogs is sitting at home right now thinking, well, yeah, dogs always tell you it's time to eat because they get on a schedule.
We have a company called that actually makes fresh human grade rice and chicken for the dogs.
Listen, my sister sent me a video this morning. She's making Christmas cookies that my mom used to make. They're red, green, and brown striped. And she's showing me, like, the phone is going around her apartment and you're seeing Christmas decorations and she shows you the cookie dough and it's beautiful. And in the background you hear, because we gave her a puppy for her birthday. And I'm like, what is that? And then the phone pans down and she's got Uggs on with a flap that hangs down, and he is hanging off of the flap of her Ugg boots attacking. So maybe we do create monsters.
But it's like they want the high end like Whole Foods stuff, but then they'll just eat a shoe.
Yeah.
Also.
Oh,
exactly.
These two, when we go to my dad's, they'll eat the Purina dog chow, hard food, and leave
You can
their
still
food.
read the newspaper in the kibble. You can say, I can read this. Should they grind this up a little further? So I think that you create finicky animals. You've done it to me.
Yes, I was just thinking that I've created.
You've created
Totally.
another
A finicky
6'2" monster.
Totally. So guys, get tickets to New Year's Eve. Spend it with us. I think it's going to be really fun. We've got some special guests that are going to be appearing, and then we've got some other special surprises and Titus on the guitar. And I think Zach Ward is going to be editing.
He's going to be
live
running,
editing.
Zach will be switching it. Our producer Hylinder is going to be
Doing everything
else.
I
don't even
thought
have
I
a-
was going to be doing the switching and
I
know.
suggested that. I said he could do it all, and he goes, "No, he can't leave the audio. What if that?" And I was like, "Oh, I just figured you
it's
could."
Not, it's, you guys don't understand what Ken does, by the way. By the way, guys, we're getting near the end of the year. Ken handles during these shows all the time. You and I are in there. You're doing graphics and like we were just went over the Armageddon update. We were going over it because we're going to do some best ofs on the week of Christmas.
Best of Dennis is
Best
coming.
of Dennis, but the best of some of the commercials that we've put together and stuff for the Armageddon updates. I'm really proud of them this year. We really stepped it up, but we stepped it up because of you, man.
Oh,
and
thanks, guys.
so during the shows, though, Ken is running. He's actually setting sound, getting all the sound, making sure the laughter goes through, making sure that the sound on stage is right. I've got a laugh mic.
He's setting up the feed.
Oh yeah, I was getting to that. So all the sound gets handled, amplifiers, speakers, and then we get the feed that goes out to two different. Because in case we lose the feed, I don't know if we need that by the way anymore. We just got to bill again for it. I'm like,
What
well, I
he's
don't need
trying to say there is two different internet
a backup server.
backup
but we have a
server.
backup server where we don't keep our emails. And what happens is, and he's running all that, and then she goes, can Ken edit it too? No, I was like, no, he can't. First of all, the sound will suck, and I go, and we can't have him do everything.
Plus, sometimes he
could
does
do
go in
it,
the bathroom
but-
and cry, so maybe
He
we
does.
shouldn't.
Don't tell anybody. Don't tell my secrets.
They need to know you're a sensitive,
But
caring man.
Yeah, he is. But
Feelings.
so Zach's going to be sitting there switching, and I'm sure you'll be yelling at Zach.
We got to get him on the mic, right?
No.
Up there.
No.
Do not let Zach have a microphone.
Too late.
Don't. It'll be talk about.
By the way,
problem
he
with
can have one near him,
performers-
but we're going to switch
No.
it, so you can just go mute.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
That's like giving you a mic, which you wanted last show. You kept wanting to yell things down at Ron, and we couldn't get it ready in time, and I was glad. As a performer, don't get on a mic and yell shit at me when I'm performing.
Well, I mean,
The problem with performers is, though, if there's a mic nearby, we're like, have you ever heard the story about him trying to take the karaoke microphone out of the fat lady's hand in the grocery
Yes, we've talked
store
about
in the
that.
deli
What?
section because she was doing...
okay, so here's the
I
thing.
only
to
say
do a
fat
routine?
because she was mean and I'm bitter about it. Apparently, it was a gig they were doing in the bakery
No.
deli.
Wait. Let's be clear. We are literally in like between. What was it, between San Francisco and like Santa
It was
Barbara?
like Central Valley.
Central
somewhere.
Valley. So yeah, I was up there. I was on 99 the other way,
We were going to the
Sacramento.
cabin, right?
And we go into the supermarket, and I want to be clear. I thought it was like they were playing Christmas music, and this woman singing in the corner. I thought, oh, it's like a karaoke thing, and they're having for the thing. And I go, all right, I'd like to sing something. And she's like, no, you're not singing anything. And we didn't realize that they had been booked in the produce
it was
section.
their show.
Yeah, they had a
And
karaoke.
he's up there like,
Like, I'm next.
and she's...
You're opening for me.
And her husband
I'm
comes
the
over
headliner
because
at-
he
at
wanted
Bob's
to
Market.
sing
Yeah,
a Christmas
exactly.
carol in the grocery store produce department.
I thought she has a great voice. I thought you were going to sing with me too. And
I
this
was
woman-
not going to sing. You
And this
just
woman was like, she was like, give this mine.
Oh, that's
And then
amazing.
they had their little cart and they pushed her karaoke machine out to the car. It was a
and
gig.
then we realized it was their gig. Like that was, and he was trying to take the microphone from her.
You're
so
about to do a
don't
set.
give Zach a microphone.
It's valid. It's a
Thank
valid
you.
point. That was 3.
Show.
Oh.
Go get tickets to the show.
$20, guys, for your whole family. Don't if you have 3 people in your house, don't buy 3 tickets. Buy 1 ticket. It's $20. Watch the whole show.
Or buy 3 tickets.
Okay,
you know how I am.
she's mercenary. That's why. We also have shirts. We did these cool shirts that are coming out. We did 2021 shirts. You'll see those on the website. This should be up there now, right?
They're on the Eventbrite ticketing page. You can go see the poster and the shirts.
And we've got these monster posters done by our buddy Kimo.
TitusandBradley.eventbrite.com. Or you can go to Combustion Live, but some people have been writing that they can't find where do I click to get tickets?
Do you have a thing? Does it say click here? Mm-hmm. Okay, go to where it says click here.
It says get tickets.
Oh, right there. Get tickets.
Get.
That was where that's how you would get tickets, where it says...
Click here.
Does it say
that.
Click here or get tickets?
But is it flashing?
Both.
Is it blinking?
Oh, it says get tickets and click here? Well, I got to tell you.
It's red.
Maybe some of Scott Baio's people want to come see the show.
Who has more Twitter followers? Because that's important. That means something.
That's really funny. And now.
Oh, I don't. We've been going so long. I have some, but they're not that great, and we've been talking forever.
Did we have
3 hours?
Did we have another ad?
I did that.
We did all 4 of them?
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
See how seamlessly I just put those in? You didn't even notice. It's just flown by. Name them.
Felt like
Recall.
Jeff Harry's Butcher Box, Liquid IV. Holy crap! Wow.
Thank you.
We did it. And we told amazing stories about them. You know, what's weird is because we use the products, we actually have stories that go with the products we use. All right, guys. This was a long podcast. Again, go to ChristopherTitus.com. Come see the New Year's show. It'll be killer. We got 3 cameras, lights, everything. It's a real show on New Year's. Should we make a little, like a ball drop? Should we make a little COVID ball and we can drop it?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So someone has a weekend project.
Yes.
Guys, thanks for listening. And do me a favor, watch us on YouTube. Thank you for all the help, the subscribers on YouTube. This year, you guys helped us out a lot. And we've never asked for a subscription fee or anything, but you subscribing does help us. So subscribe to the channel. Listen to us on Pandora or Spotify or whatever. And thanks for being here for the last year. We've had a great time this year, considering everything that went.
And next week will be will it be our final of the year?
I think so, yeah. Christmas is after that. Yeah,
if not, it'll be our next to last. But next week, we're going to be doing the Combustion Christmas Party.
Yep.
We've already gotten our outfits for the Combustion Christmas Party.
sweater.
And actually, mine has to do with Star Wars. I just realized.
So is mine.
Yours does too? I can't. Oh, yeah. That's right. I don't totally get the reference, but I thought it was super cute. So do you have anything Christmassy that's...
And Star Wars, yes.
You do?
Yes, I do.
No
do you
way.
hear the confidence in him?
It is.
That was like Gladiator, man. That was
Where have you
Russell Crowe.
There's a land speeder.
Are you not entertained?
Where have you had call to wear something Christmas themed, Star Wars themed?
How do you not?
Mashup.
Christmas.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So watch out for those outfits next week. We're all going to have a drink. You guys grab a drink when you listen or watch and have our Combustion Christmas Party with us.
Thank you guys for watching and listening. For myself, Bombshell Ray, and the Hylinder. Later.
Peace out.
Hold on.
I would like easy listening.
Can be only one.
Dun, dun.
The only one. Can be only one.
There can be
Hylinder.
That was it. That was awesome.
Awesome.
Beautiful day outside, snowing, Christmas tree, Yorkie attached to my Uggs as usual.